What's up, y'all? It's KB, and if you're like me and my guest right next to me, this way, you love movies. Thank you. Welcome or welcome back to the conversation. We are joined tonight by a young lady. How tall are you?
7.
Okay, I want to give perspective. So you're 5'7", I'm 6'5".
Okay. Oh,
And
wow.
every time I turned, I didn't see her. I just saw purple hair, like right here on my chin. And I was like, who is this person? So I think it was like the third or fourth day. I just said, who are you? Hi, nice to meet you. Everyone, meet Becca. Becca, meet
Hey.
everyone. How are you this evening?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Becca is an up and coming, I want to say film critic because you do like little movie reviews. You also do
hmm
TV reviews. Tell people about what you do.
Yeah, I post on TikTok and Instagram. Just, yeah, like I said, movie reviews, TV shows. I do like TV show Thursday. Talk about just kind of news and just anything movie related.
Lovely, lovely. So we met at Panic Fest, and anyone who's been on my channel for a little while probably tired of me talking about Panic Fest. I
hmm
talk about it like it's the only thing in the world, the only festival that matters. I always keep my badges up there every year. Was this your first year going?
Yeah, and I actually didn't like go as like I didn't have a badge. I just went to some single movies this year.
Okay. Okay. And what did you think?
I thought it was fun, and the movies I saw were really good. I did just like really see like the feature films, but
Mm-hmm.
next year I definitely want to go again and watch all the smaller films because horror is my favorite genre. So,
You should. I think if you're local, it's worth it getting a
hmm
pass. Because even if you miss out on probably the biggest movie of the fest, like I did, um, it's still it's still worth it. And then you also, because it's a hybrid pass, you
hmm
also get an opportunity to see a lot of the shorts that you may miss while you're watching features, or some of the smaller features that played in like the other theaters. So it's a great opportunity to see a lot more than just what you see at the festival. So I highly encourage it. Make it a Christmas gift. Ask for it for
Yeah,
Christmas.
right.
That's how I
Yeah, I
got my
always
first
just
one.
oh, I should do that. I was just too busy this year to get the pass
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so I was like, okay, I'll just go to the ones that I really want to see. So,
Yeah. We are not alone, so I'm gonna take a quick look in the chat, say hi to a couple of people, and come back. We got Steve Moody in the house saying hi to us. We also have my man, Brother Dell, saying what's up. More importantly, he's saying something else. The game starts in 26 minutes, and I have an 83-inch TV right across from me over there. So if you see my eyes diverting that way, it's just because the game is on. But seriously, I'm not going to put
that's
it on.
okay.
If you have any questions for Becca, please keep it movie related, enter it in the chat. Otherwise, just hang out and talk with each other. We're just doing the same thing here. We're just yapping. We're just yapping.
hmm
Um, so you said you saw a couple of movies at the fest. Which ones did you see?
Yep. I saw Obsession, and then I
Mm-hmm.
saw Hokum and Leviticus.
So you went to the final night. Okay. And then you went to listen to this. Sometimes I'm so silly. So you get the hybrid pass
hmm
and you have a couple days before they put out single tickets, and you could pick kind of like which movies you want to get,
hmm
access to beforehand before the single tickets go on sale. So I normally just book everything for theater one, and then I look at theater
hmm
two and say, ooh, this is more interesting. I'll go into theater two for this one. So I thought I got everything for theater one except
Mm.
this little movie called Obsession. And it was by this guy who made a 1 hour movie on YouTube that everybody was putting on their top 10 list a couple of years ago. Anyway, so by the time I went, I didn't have a ticket for it because
Oh,
as you benefited from and others, you probably took my ticket.
yep.
And you probably were in there to realize it was a sold out show. So I missed Obsession at Panic Fest. So when it came
That is
out in,
unfortunate.
yeah, I heard the crowd really enjoyed it. And that's the thing about a film festival is when you go, the crowd is half the experience. Besides the
hmm
movie itself, seeing it with a movie loving audience is really important. and
Mm-hmm.
they add to it. So I was able to see it at the as soon as it came out, like first opening weekend.
Yeah.
But was that your favorite movie from it?
Yeah, I was actually like fighting for my life trying to get those tickets because I thought it was going to sell out because of people like you. Because I was like, all these people already have probably all the
Yep.
tickets,
Yep.
and I had to get like six, I think. And so I was like, ah, but I got them. But yeah, it was my favorite one, which was obviously great. I loved Obsession, and I saw it again opening weekend, and I saw it a third time after that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, after watching Obsession and then watching Hokum on the last day, I had
Mm-hmm.
high expectations for Hokum, but having seen just Obsession, it was a real letdown for me. Yeah, because
And
I
it,
was like,
and it
Obsession was
wasn't.
up here, and then it was just like,
It
I
wasn't a
know,
bad
I
movie. It's
I
just
know,
that you saw probably one of the best movies in a long time in the
yeah,
theater.
yeah,
So
and I need to rewatch Hokum because yeah, I feel like I didn't judge it fairly because of that.
hmm
But then I liked Leviticus, which was right after, so I was like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I didn't like it, but I'm
maybe.
excited for Leviticus to come out. So,
Yeah, it's so weird when you're at a festival because it'll be months, sometimes even a full
hmm
year before the general audience gets a chance to see it. So
yeah.
I remember it was not this Panic Fest, but last year's, and there was kind of like the late movie on Saturday, which is always a little raunchy or whatever.
hmm
And it was this movie called Touch Me about
Oh,
interspecies sex. Let's just
yeah.
call it that. And I think that's just dropping on physical in a couple of weeks. And I was like, huh, it's finally coming out.
Yeah.
So people are going to get a chance to see it. Or since you're a horror fan, a lot of movies will come out on Shudder like 8 months,
Yeah.
6 months after. And then you're like, Psh, I already seen that.
Right.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Um, What You Wish For, that was another one that I saw at Panic Fest that was really good. I got the Blu-ray and I showed it to my wife the other day. So yeah. Um, oh, wait a minute. So besides Obsession, we won't even bother talking about that. Everyone's talking
Mhm.
about that ad nauseum.
Yeah.
Do you have some favorite movies from this year? Like if I said
Hmm.
um your top five movies of 2026 so far.
Yeah. Um, my number one, yeah, is Obsession.
Mm-hmm.
I think my number two is Project Hail Mary. I really
Mm-hmm.
liked that one, but I also like read the book right before. So that definitely, I think, heightened it for me because I just knew more of like what was going on and I was like anticipating what was next.
Mm-hmm.
And then I Love Boosters.
I didn't see that. Boots Riley is a
Oh,
genius, so
okay.
I,
If you haven't seen this, Boots Riley, they're doing a screening at what's it called? It's some film fest they do in Lawrence. I always forget what it's called. But in a couple of weeks, they're playing I Love Boosters, and Boots Riley is going to be there
mm-hmm.
to do a Q&A after. So I got tickets for that.
Okay.
So I'm
I will
excited for
see you
that.
there. I will
Yes,
see
I'm
you there.
excited. And then I loved I Swear. Really liked that
Oh,
one.
I just saw that got a Blu-ray announcement. So was that the same guy who went to the BAFTA and does he have yeah, he has
Yeah.
Tourette's. Yeah.
Yeah, and I watched it like I think I watched it like right after that, so I was feeling a little weird about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the story was really good, and yeah, I feel like it helped to make more sense
Yeah.
of like his outburst. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, and
That
then number five, I really liked Nirvana the band, the show, the movie.
that's another one I gotta see.
Oh, it's so funny.
That's another one. I will just tell you, your top two are my top two flipped. I
Okay,
really love Project Hail Mary because I didn't read the book. I did the same thing with The Martian. I saw the movie, then I went back and read the book.
okay.
And, when we talk about movie making, we always talk about, especially with adaptations, they
hmm
usually open it up. With the Andy Weir book, you gotta like close it down. There's so many things that
Yeah,
are in the books that you can't put in a movie unless it's gonna
right.
be a 4 hour movie. So I'm imagining
I
Project
thought
Hail
that.
Mary was the same way.
Yeah, I've actually never seen or read The Martian, which is crazy. I've been wanting to
Okay.
watch it and read it, but I'm thinking I want to read it before because I like to read before.
Mm-hmm.
even though I know that the book's always better.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just, especially for like Project Hail Mary, but you didn't really need to the way that the movie was done. Like, know all the science behind it. Because, yeah, in the book, oh my gosh, there's so much science. It was just going right over my head. I was like,
Mm,
sure, all these equations and whatnot. I was like,
you're
it
right.
works. Yeah, I was like, yeah, sure.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Quick check on the chat here. I saw him come in before. We got Adrian James on the check-in. Hello, sir. Dell adds that he needs to see I Love Boosters. I was going to see
Yes.
that and Is God Is together, but
Mm,
the timing just didn't work out right. I just have a feeling they would play well together for some
yeah.
reason.
I really want to watch Is God Is still, too.
Yeah. We got Paula Fitzhenry on the check-in saying hi, hello to you. Yeah, it's I would say last year and this year we've had really good movies and it's hard to keep up
Mm-hmm.
even if you're A-lister like you and I
Yeah.
both are.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, and yes, you make
Mm-hmm.
time for the things you prioritize. So, yeah, it's definitely a matter of time. So,
Yeah.
talking about A-listers, who came up with the Jake Gyllenhaal A-listers video?
So
Uh,
I actually
Give the
had seen
backstory
it.
first.
Okay, so I had seen actually someone else on TikTok do it before, but it was
Hmm.
just like one guy, and he only did like three of the poses, and it was like the same thing where he was like said the thing where like trying to go to the movies, and it was like literally me. So I was like, guys, this would be so great if we all did this. Like we all go to the movie, we all pick a pose, and we're all A-listers. So let's do it because I don't know. I like making little random videos like that, even though I don't really do them often.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, guys, this would be so funny. Like, we have to do it. And I had like recently just made this group chat of like some, like a new friend and some like old friends who all have A-list. And that's who's in the video. And so I was like, we're the A-listers group chat. You guys have to do it. And some of them were like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, I don't care. I'm like, you're going to be doing it. You're in it, whether you like it or not. And
It's
yeah,
you don't even need that much time. It's just
no.
enough time to get the pose right. I
Yes.
feel
And it was like, when was it? It was like right after a movie. I don't even remember what movie it was that we had
uh-huh.
seen. But yeah, I was like, let's do it after. And it was really quickly done. It has so many views on Instagram, and the TikTok kind of flopped, but on Instagram it actually just hit 1 million views, so I think it's so funny.
When I first saw this, I'm like, first I saw your part and I was like, okay, she likes Jake. And then everyone was doing the Jake poses. I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it was like so funny because actually when I was doing this part, because
Yeah.
the seats are so close in his picture, I was like, I have to lay down so much. So I had to redo it like 5 times because I had to like lay all the way back in the seat for my legs to reach the seat in front of me, like the little platform.
Oh my gosh. That was too funny. That was way too funny. And how many wait, what did you say on it
I
didn't
said,
work on TikTok? How
yeah, on
many on Instagram?
Instagram, it just hit 1 million views like this
Get
weekend.
out.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking, it's only like 1,000 here on TikTok. It's
Yeah,
usually the other way around.
I know, which is why I was so surprised. So, I mean, that was good for Instagram. Got me a lot of followers from that.
Get out.
Yeah,
That's
none of my
really
friends
cool.
believed me. I like told them it was getting close to 1 million, and they're like, they thought I was lying. And I sent a screenshot, and they were like, "Wait, really?" I was like, "Why would I?"
Right, right. We were just talking about movies this weekend backstage before we came on. We went to see Shallow and Master of the Universe. Fun time, but disposable. Hey, I'll take disposable fun. It's summertime, popcorn, blockbuster
Yeah,
movies. I don't want to remember all of them because if I remember all of them, that means this fall I'm going to be looking to buy
yeah,
all of them. So I'll take a empty, shallow, like Scary Movie. I saw that on Thursday. I'm
okay,
not picking that up on 4K. I'm sorry.
yeah,
There's no reason.
yeah. How was that? Because I like the scary movies, but
Come
I know they're
to
little.
I like the early ones. I
Yeah,
like I had on my friend Jake last week and he asked me, he said, which one is my favorite one? I said, I really like two. One was like the punch, but two was
Yeah.
the substance to me. Like I still belly laugh at some of those jokes
Yeah.
all these years later. But this one, it is like it started strong and then it just became like skit after skit after skit. And
Mm.
by the time you got to the third skit, I forgot two skits ago. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Forgettable.
But you know what? That's what summertime movies are for. Some of them are
Right.
forgettable. Some of them are forgettable.
Yeah.
Um, Talking about physical media, I like when I watch your videos and I'm like, huh, I
Yes.
got that, I got that. It looks like she's doing it by spine number order.
Yes.
So, are you a major Criterion movie lover, Criterion Collection
Okay.
lover?
This is the funny thing. None of these movies I have bought. My boyfriend, these are all of
Okay,
his movies. We live together. So
yeah.
these are all his. My movies, where are they? Are down here. They are not Criterion. These are movies I got when I was like in high school. Like I have like the One Direction movies on DVD.
So
like
basically,
like these are mine.
he's me, and
Yeah, these
you're
are mine.
like my daughters. Like
Yes,
my
but I do enjoy these movies too, but
yeah.
since he's the collector, like I just kind of just go with him, but he only buys them during the sales.
I was about to say
But
July is coming up.
I know, I told him I was like, I just saw the tweet about the sale. And every time now we go to Barnes and Noble, we always go to the Criterion Collection. He's always looking for the ones he wants. But yeah, it goes by spine number.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these are unopened too, but
That's okay. We all have that problem.
I know, but we've seen a lot of them. I mean, these are just like all that like ones we want to watch. And we do have the Criterion channel too, so sometimes we'll just put that on, and it's so funny. We always try to guess like what it is, and it's always like the most. I've never heard of these movies. It's always like either in black and white or it's like in French or something, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no idea what that is.
So, whoop, if you look like right there, those are
Mhm.
all my criterions from like there
Mhm.
down to the ground.
Okay.
And a lot of them are shiny because they still have cellophane on them. So
Yeah.
make of that what you want. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, that's funny. We have like likes to get the special editions too, so we have like some A24 ones up there. We have like the Interstellar box.
Mm-hmm.
We have like the Ernest Varda box. He has, oh, it's on the very top of my shelf. The Wes Anderson collection,
He does have
which
that.
is
Okay.
so cool. Oh yeah, he just bought that on the last one.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
think
see
I
he
think they had
has
it at Barnes and Noble. One
Bergman.
second, lift this up. You can see it up there,
Yeah, yeah, on the left.
and
Yeah,
then the Interstellar one here,
that's sweet.
and then I don't know what this is.
That
Some
is
other special
that
edition.
is from a movie called Persona, and it
Persona. Okay.
yeah, and it's the Bergman set, and it
Yes.
looks like if that's the same blue, that looks like Stop Making Sense in the
Yep.
blue. Yeah,
Sure is. We just
yeah.
watched. I watched it for the first time this year.
What you think?
I really liked it. It was funny because he went to the David Byrne show
Mm-hmm.
at Starlight, and I sold merch at it, so that was cool to be able to hear him. I didn't really get to see him. I got to go see a little glimpse of him. It sounded the same. I was like, cool,
Yeah,
great.
yeah. He's great. He's great for sure. That's awesome. I like that you guys have your collections together.
Mhm.
My current wife and I started that way with our CD collections. And
Mm.
then it's like we spent the summer together, and then I was like, ooh, she likes these 6 albums from my collection. So I bought her copies of each one, and she's like, well, why'd you do that? I could just borrow
Just
yours.
use yours.
And I was like, oh my God, we're going to be together forever. So it was one of
Oh,
those
that's
things.
sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually didn't even have like a Blu-ray player until this year, so a lot of these movies we couldn't play, or we just put on like the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have an actual player, and we actually just got a Sonos soundbar.
That helps.
Yes, and like very recently, like 2 weeks ago, and we got one of the what is it called? It's one of the ones that has the bass, and it's crazy because it's on the side of the couch I sit on, so I can like feel it, and
Mm-hmm.
he'll be on the other side, and I'm like, you can't feel that? I'm like, it's like bumping me over here.
No, you got the best seat in the house.
I do.
You definitely got the best seat in the house.
Yeah,
So what made you start reviewing movies? Not just here, but just in general.
yeah. I feel like I wanted to last year,
Mm-hmm.
and because I've always really liked movies. I actually took my freshman year, I took a film analysis class,
Mm.
when I was in school in California, but then I was like, I don't know if this is for me because it was like very analytical and very detailed, and I was like, I just don't think I'm understanding like these
Yeah.
other people are understanding. Because I was going to do a minor in film,
Mm-hmm.
and I decided to do a minor in photography instead, which I also really liked and still like, so whatever. But like after that, I would like, notice things in movies more because I like learned about it. Like I'm like, oh, the motif. So I'd be
Yeah.
like with my friends, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, did you guys see that color again? That means
Mm-hmm.
something. So after that class, I like was actually starting to pick up more things. I mean, that was like ages ago though. And then last year I was like, I don't know, I've really like I don't know, I like making content. I make content for my work. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I know how to do it. I just am scared to do it myself. And around Halloween, I was telling my friends, I was like, guys, I'm really scared to do it. It's giving me a lot of anxiety thinking about doing it. But also last year, I started listening to this movie podcast called The House of Cinema. And it's, yeah, just like them, like yapping a lot, just talking about whatever. And I was like, I can do this.
That's
Like,
it.
yeah, I'm like, I can do it. So then this year I was like, guys, I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going to do it. I'm going to start it. So I like ordered my ring light, got a little microphone, and I was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try to do it every day, but don't hold myself accountable for doing it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like this weekend, I was gone all weekend in Chicago. So I was like, I'm not going to make a video. And I don't feel like I need to give an explanation for why I don't make video. Yeah, I was like, I can just do it when I want.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I noticed a couple of things about your content. One,
Mm-hmm.
you keep up on it. So it's almost like I don't even need your letterbox or anything because I know when you see a
Yeah.
movie
Yep.
because you put out a review about it, which is kind of dope. I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to like watch a movie and then make a review, but there's too many movies I watch, but so I have like a whole long list
Yeah.
of movies I need to talk
Oh,
about.
believe me, I know.
I'm sure.
The other thing is you're not just about movies, you also include some TV in there as well.
Yeah.
What is it about, like, most people, it's either all TV or
Yeah.
all movies. Why mixing the
hmm
content?
First I was doing just movies because I just started posting like the end of February,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, I watch a lot of TV and I really started like utilizing Serialized this year, like the TV rating
Yeah,
platform,
the app.
which
Yeah.
I've had for a long time, but I've never really used it. Like occasionally I'll go on and just put like what I'm currently watching, but I won't like log the episodes I'm watching.
Mm-hmm.
And I went on there and I was like, man, I'm watching a lot more TV than other people. Like it was kind of like alarming at how much I was
It
watching. And I was
happens.
like, yeah, so I was like, I just feel like I need to talk about the shows I'm watching because I don't know, I just love TV. So I was like, if I'm doing that, let me do that. So that's why I decided to dedicate a day to it too. Because
Yeah,
I was like, I need to have a day where I talk about it because I just love it. But also, as Euphoria was coming out, I was making some episodes about that, but also because I've loved Euphoria forever. And I was like, I had to talk about this. Also, so relevant. A lot of people watching, a lot of people talking about it. But yeah, I just love TV. I just decided to mix it because I was like, I don't really care. And yeah, those videos don't really do as well as my movie videos, but also, again, I don't really care because I'm like,
exactly.
I want to talk about it, so I'll talk about it. And
And in the end, it's really you for you. You know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah.
I like that. So in your friend circle, are you that friend? The one they come to and like, Becca, is this a good movie? Should I wait?
Yes.
Should I
Oh my
watch this
gosh,
on
yes.
streaming?
Yes, I've always been like that. Not for like, I guess my movie friend group that I have now, the A-listers, that's literally a group chat name, is
Mm-hmm.
A-listers. Um, I didn't even really hang out with those people until like the end of last year, and then one of them I met actually at Screenland this year,
Mm-hmm.
at one battle after another. And so like before that, a lot of my friends don't watch a lot of movies. And last year, I was posting some videos of like what I watched that month. That's also why I kind of started making more like review content because I was posting like, here's what I watched this month, and it was just like all the pictures and what I rated
Right.
them. And a lot of my friends would be like, I've never heard of this movie. What is
Mm-hmm.
that? And I'd be like, oh, it's so good. And yeah, anytime like my friends or my sisters, like even if people need movies for like I feel like a lot of them ask me for plain movies. Like they're like, "Oh, Becca, I'm going on a plane. What should I download?" And I'm like, "Oh,
So
okay. Here's what you should
that's
download."
pretty smart. I never thought about.
Yeah, they always ask me, and all of my friends do that. They're like, "Guys, I'm going on a plane. What should I watch?" Or like a road trip, and I'm like, "Here's what you need to watch. Watch this, this, and this." And
Nice.
I feel like I know also what my friends like
Uh-huh.
now, so I kind of tailor it to them because, especially since I don't watch a lot of movies, I'm like, these are
Right.
the ones that I
Make it a
think
good
you would
one.
like and watch. Yeah,
And plus, you probably know their personalities or whatever. Like, if you have another
yeah,
horror lover in your friend
yeah.
group, or, someone who doesn't want to watch anything with animals getting hurt or what have you. So,
Right. Yeah. Most of my friends just watch like rom-coms, so I'm like, here.
oh, geez. Here's you,
Yeah.
me, and Tuscany.
You're right. I can't actually like that one, but yeah, it is
Yeah.
like that. It's like all like that, kind of just like, no, I don't want to call it slop, but
Yeah.
just
So,
average.
to you, I don't know. Do you have a letterbox? Do I follow you on letterbox? I don't even
I
know.
think I just followed you yesterday because I had wondered if I followed you,
Uh-huh.
but I hadn't, so I think I just did.
I'll have to take a look after we're done here. But along those lines, because I went to see The Sheep Detective
Mm,
the other day, and when I was getting popcorn, the guy said, "So, what are you gonna watch?" He was just trying to be cordial, whatever. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, don't laugh. I'm gonna see The Sheep Detective, but I really want to see it." He's like, "I heard that was good." I was like, "Okay." So when I went back out to get my, free refill, because I'll
yeah.
bring it home and watch a movie at home
Oh,
with
yeah.
popcorn, um, A-listers know. He's like, "So how was the movie?" I was like, "Oh man, it was really great." And he was like, "What would you give it?" And I went to say a letterbox listing, like
Yeah.
this out of five. And he said, "Out of 10, what would you give it?" Like he asked the question
And you're
again. I
like,
was like, I
give it
don't know
10.
how to answer that question.
You're right.
And I was like,
It's like, let me do the math.
8.5. Because I can't do halves and quarters.
Yeah, right.
But it's true. It's definitely like a really good movie. I enjoyed it.
I
But
really like Super Stickers too.
in letterbox standings, what makes a five-star movie to you?
You know,
Before I
out
go
my
and look at your letterbox and see what
yeah,
you rated
okay.
5 stars.
Okay, this is the funny thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my boyfriend and I actually talk about this quite a lot because he does not like the way I rate my movies. Because sometimes I used to be really selective with my 5 stars,
Mm.
especially right after my film class. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm a critic.
Not everything is a five-star gem,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I was like, I'm a critic. I know what makes movies good. And then like last year, maybe like the year before, I was kind of just like 5 star, 5 star, 5 star, 5 star. I love that movie, five
Uh-huh.
star. So I think it kind of depends for me because there's like movies that I will give 5 stars, and then
Mm-hmm.
other movies that are like obviously not as good as the other 5 star, but I'll still give 5 star because I feel like I think I rate every movie differently. Like I don't compare them to like
Mm-hmm.
another 5 star. I kind of just, I don't know. I feel like if I just like the vibe, if it's something that I just really enjoy, I'll give it. But I'm also more critical of like horror movies. Like I rate those based on like, I think obviously my own scale, but like I will pit those against each other
Mm.
because I've seen so many of them that most of them are bad. So sometimes I'll give them like a little higher rating because I'm like, even though it was bad, it was a good horror movie.
Right.
So it's
I
just like depending, but like action movies, I think it's the same way. I think I rate it by genre in my head, and I don't
yeah.
rate it like I won't put like an action against a horror movie. That's not how I. That's not just not how I think.
Okay.
Like it has to be like, okay, like for example, last month I watched The Departed, gave it a 5 star.
That's a
Then I
five-star
watched,
movie.
yeah, then I watched The Irishman just a few days later, gave it a 4.5 because I was like, it wasn't as good as The Departed.
All
Ex-
Uncle Marty. Uncle Marty.
yep.
So,
Yeah, so I was like, Irishman 4.5 because it wasn't as good as The Departed. But is
mm-hmm.
it probably a lot better than these other movies I've given 5 stars to? Absolutely.
But it's
But
it's compared to Departed.
compared to Departed, but I don't do every movie like that. I think, yeah, it's just hard. I don't know. I
Have you
feel like
seen
it's just how I'm
Goodfellas yet?
feeling. No, I haven't.
Please
You've
see
been watching a lot
Goodfellas.
of Scorsese movies, so
As
I'm
a fan
getting
of
there.
Uncle Marty, please see Goodfellas.
I'll say I'm getting. Wait, no, I did see Goodfellas. Which the one I haven't watched? I haven't watched Casino.
Okay.
I
There
have
there
watched
are
Goodfellas.
there are Scorsese Goodfellas fans and Scorsese Casino fans. You
Okay,
need to watch Casino and figure out which one you are.
okay, I
And
did give Goodfellas a 5.
okay, then you might be a
I
Goodfellas
really
fan.
liked that one.
That's
I
me.
feel like I just like all of his movies though.
Yeah. When we get to the five takes, that is the answer to question number one for me. So keep that in
Okay,
mind.
okay,
Um, so I'm gonna hit you with some rapid fire, and this is off the top of
okay.
the dome. Since you're a horror fan, favorite franchise?
Scream.
Okay, so that's your favorite killer as well. Favorite decade as far as horror movies?
Well, that's the thing. I don't remember when all these movies came out.
Give me the movies, I'll tell you the decade.
Probably like the 90s and 2000s.
Okay, okay. And you say you are more critical of horror movies, so what are your top horror movies? Or am I taking away from your five takes in any way?
No, that's okay. One of them is on there. I put Scream on there, but that's okay. Um, my favorite ones are I love Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I would put Obsession up there because of how much I loved it.
I agree.
There's like some old ones I could say and like new ones. Like I loved Midsummer and Hereditary,
Mm-hmm.
but then I love like The Mouth of Madness. I just watched that last year for the first time. Loved it.
Yeah.
I really liked The Broods. I watched that recently.
Ooh.
I watched that
That
for Halloween.
is that in
Really
his
liked that one.
collection? That's a criterion. Is that in his
I don't know
collection?
if it's in here. I don't think we really have a lot of horror movies in
You
here.
might need to pick that up next month for him.
Yeah, I probably will for myself.
There you go.
I don't know. I just like all sorts of them.
Yeah.
I really liked The Wailing. I watched that this year. Loved that.
Crazy movie.
I've been
Crazy
really
movie.
loving Korean horror this
Yeah.
year.
I'm a Train to Busan big fan. So yeah.
Okay,
Dell
I see
wants to
this
know,
question. Yep.
yeah, why do you think you're more critical of horror than other genres?
I think because it's my favorite
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't know, like I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies when I was younger because they freaked my sister out.
Oh,
Yeah, but then I convinced my dad to take me to see like The Conjuring in theaters when I was like 13. And then he was like, "Sure, I'll take you to see every horror movie." And I feel like I just have like a special connection to them because when I was in middle school, like sixth grade from eighth grade, every single summer, my two best friends and I, every week would go to my friend's house and watch a bad old horror movie,
love it.
just like ones that her mom had on like DVD. Like we watched like The Poltergeist, White Noise, The Grudge,
Mm-hmm.
just like a lot of random ones, and then we would go to like Blockbuster together or Redbox and
Yeah.
get horror movies. So I feel like maybe just because I have like a special connection and like feeling about them more than others. But also I just love being scared. And so I hate watching a horror movie where I'm not scared. So I'm like, if it doesn't scare me or make me feel uncomfortable or there's not like a psychological aspect, I'm like, nope, bad.
Yeah. I
But
hear
if I
you.
watch like other movies and they're like silly and like or like campy or something, I'm like, I still had fun watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't
Mm-hmm.
feel that in a horror movie, I'm like, no.
We got Culture Trinity on the check-in. What up? What up? I don't have it on my phone. I got it on the screen over there, 83-inch screen behind behind my setup here. So yeah, we are New Yorkers. So born and raised. So the game that everyone's alluding to is at Madison Square Garden tonight. So it's a little bit of Bacchanal, including the president being there, and
Yeah,
they normally have people watching the game outside, and they had to shut that down. So New Yorkers are mad. It's a whole thing. It's a
I
beautiful
would be
thing.
too. I'd be mad. I know. I don't
Okay.
know who I'm rooting for.
No, no, no. You don't have to root for anyone in particular. I was
Well,
in a place where people started saying "Go Spurs, go," and I just went like this. Hmm.
Yeah. Well, one of my relatives was like the physical training coach for the Spurs for like 20 years.
Get out.
So I'm like, I don't know. Not that I ever really cared about NBA,
Right,
but
right.
I watch games with my boyfriend, so I'm watching these. But I just didn't want the Thunder to go, so now I don't
Well, there you
care.
go. You got your wish. You
Yeah.
ready to get into these five takes?
Yes.
All right. The five takes, the five questions we ask every guest at the end of the conversation. We're going to start with Becca the way we always do. We're going to start with number one. Name the film that made you fall in love with the movies.
So I put The Sound of Music.
Really? Was that
Yeah,
one you watched every year with your family on TV or whatever?
um, when I was little, we definitely did.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you put like this doesn't have to be the first movie you watched, but this probably honestly was the first movie I watched. I just don't remember
Okay.
it. But yeah, I watched it a lot. I loved singing the songs, and I feel like when I was little and was like can remember things,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I love this movie. Even though it's so long, like I loved watching it. I still love watching it. I've been to Austria. I haven't been where it was filmed. I tried to go and it didn't work out. But yeah, I just have always loved that movie, and I feel like after that I was like, I need more movies like this.
That's so cool. I got a UK edition of the
Okay.
4K coming to me. It's not as thick, it's a little skinny, but um yeah, I have like a best pictures collection over here, so I want
Oh,
to add it
that's
to
cool.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
my
out to
boyfriend hasn't
Christian.
seen it ever, and I
You
keep
got to show
telling
it to
him
him.
I've tried. I've tried. I've been trying to get him, and he's like, "It's so long." And I'm like, "Okay, we
Well,
watch these
no, he
other
watches
movies."
Criterion movies. He can't
That's
complain about anything
exactly
being
what I'm
long.
saying. I'm like, "You watch all these movies," and he's like, "Well, I don't want to watch movies about Nazis." And I'm like, "Well, they're anti-Nazi. It's not like that."
Yeah. Yeah. And
And
it's in
I'll get him to
English.
one time. I know, and he has been really liking some musical movies, so I think I'm gonna be able to convince him to watch it soon.
Nice. Nice. Number two, name five of your favorite films.
Okay, the first two are both Studio Ghibli movies. I
Okay.
put Spirited Away. I wanted to show, I have this Haku tattoo,
I see.
so I
Nice.
really like it. And I put Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I really like those. It's kind of funny because I just put like my letterbox top four and
Mm-hmm.
then was like, what's another one I would put? And I always go back. I always change out Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle. So I thought I would put both of them because I like the whimsy and the animation in both.
I'm trying to remember what I rated Howl's. Take a quick look and see.
The first
Because
time I
I,
watched it, I gave it a 4.5. Like, because I watched it when I was little, but like the first time I watched it and rated it on Letterboxd, I was like, it's not as good as Spirited Away. Then I watched it again and I was like, 5 stars.
yeah, I gave it four. And I put something in a review. Oh, I just put what it was and who it was directed, written, produced by.
Yeah,
I saw they're going to have a couple of the Ghibli films popping up again. I think they're starting with Totoro. Oh, no,
yeah.
Ponyo. Ponyo.
Ponyo.
That's going to be the first one.
Yeah.
What else you
I
got?
usually go every year, so except for this.
Nice.
I got Amadeus. I just watched for the first time last year and I was like, I've never seen a better movie. Like
Yeah.
I seriously think it's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah. It's my older daughter's favorite
Mhm.
movie. And when the 4K was coming out,
Mhm.
she already had the Blu-ray, and I was like, "So I guess I'm getting the 4K." She's like, "Just one?" I was like,
Yeah, you're like, okay.
"We just need one while you're in the house. We just
Yeah,
need
right?
one. Hold on to your Blu-ray." So
I want to
yeah,
watch the
great
director's
movie.
cut.
It's a different experience. It really
Okay.
is than a theatrical. So it's
Okay.
you're probably not going to watch it back to back, but I would
Yeah.
say if you're going to do a compare contrast, watch it and
Mhm.
then watch a second edition on a different night just to compare. But
I
the
should do that because I
directors
just want to
goes
watch it
hard.
anyway.
Yeah, the directors
I
goes
know.
hard.
I should have watched that the first time because I've only seen it the once.
Okay, wow, and
Yeah, I've
it's
only seen it
already
one time.
in your favorites.
It was immediately my favorite. Like right after we
That's
watched it, I
awesome.
was like, I went to my letterbox and I was like, Amadeus. I don't even
Mm,
remember what it replaced.
wow,
That's how much I
wow,
loved it. I was
that's
like,
saying a lot.
first, yeah. And I
Next,
put it as like my number one watch of the year last year, I think. Yeah. Then the next one I put Young Girls of Rochefort.
uh,
Also watched this for the first time last year and also immediately put it at my favorite list.
mm-hmm.
Um, I love it. I love singing. I loved their outfits. They were very chic.
Mm-hmm.
I loved them.
How do you feel about La La Land, the movie that borrowed from that and Umbrellas of Cherbourg so much?
Yeah. I love La La Land and I love Umbrellas of Cherbourg. So I feel like I don't know. It was funny because I feel like after I watched Umbrellas of Cherbourg and I was like looking at it and people were talking about La La Land, I was like, man, I had no idea that this was even like based
Mm-hmm.
on not like based on, but like
Homage. Yeah.
inspired. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I can see that, but I love both, and I feel like I thought of them so separately when I watched them because I didn't have that in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really like see it like that, but I think it's sweet that they did that, even though
Yeah. It's like little
I don't
tips
know,
of the
I would like
hat,
more. Yeah, it
I
was
like that.
cute. And then my last one, I put Scream. I
Love the
still have not
ghost
seen Scream
face.
7, but
Um,
I was
y-
protesting, so
you're okay. You're okay. Even
yeah.
if you don't see it. Like, I don't know. I went to see it just to see it, but like A-listers, so
Yeah.
there's too
Yeah,
many people involved for me to protest against one or two people, especially when
yeah,
the people that made it aren't even the people that
right.
ended up being the ones to protest against. So,
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know, and I heard it was bad. Like I had tickets and then I canceled them because everyone said it was bad, and I was like, I can't have it skew my thoughts of Scream. Because
yeah. And
every year, every October, I rewatch all of them. So I was like, I guess I'm just
yeah,
gonna skip it again.
that's what I did last October as well. I Every October I do a different kind of challenge, and
Hmm.
this past year I did franchises.
Okay.
So I had my Instagram audience, among others, kind of vote on like which franchise I should watch. And because some of them hate me, they made me watch all of Hellraiser.
Mm,
Didn't know
you
there
know,
were
good.
11 Hellraisers, but I
I
never
didn't
need to
know
see
there was
all
that
11
many.
again. But another one, of course, was Scream. So yeah, mine is
Yeah, I love
Freddy.
Scream.
I'm a Fred head.
Okay.
He's the man of my dreams, as I say. So
I
yeah,
like him too.
yeah, I rewatched that one. Okay, number three. Name a popular or classic movie that everybody loves, but you don't particularly like.
Okay, my answer here is Stalker. I wrote it down because we talked about it. I don't know how to say his name. Tarkowski?
Yeah, Andre
Yep.
Trapowski.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. It's just I thought it was super boring. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just like not for movies that have like barely any talking or
Mm-hmm.
not, because sometimes when I watch movies like that, I like them, but this one, it was just had zero interest for me. Like I was sitting there, my boyfriend's like, "Wow, this is great," and I was like, "Oh my God, this is like so boring." I was like, "Nothing's happening." I was like, and I was just like, "This is like a film bro movie." Like I was just like not having it. I don't know. It was so
That's a
long.
that's a really good description. That is a
Yes.
really good description. So with that in mind, have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey? And if you have, what did you think of it?
Okay, I have, and I like that movie.
So go figure. Maybe because
I
that
think,
was more technical science fiction and
yeah,
Stalker is more like mental,
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I like to the Space Odyssey
psychological
because,
sci-fi.
yeah, like I liked. Actually, when I first watched it, I was a little concerned because I was like, "Is something gonna happen?" Like
Yeah,
I was like,
it's not a
"I'm
whole
just
lot of
sitting here."
nothing.
Yeah, I was like, "Nothing's happening," and then and then it starts happening, and I was like, "Okay, okay, I can get behind this."
Mm-hmm.
But when I watched Stalker, I was just like, "Oh my gosh, they're just in this zone. They're just walking around." Which is like fine. Like I thought I would like it, but yeah, I was just like, I don't like watching these men walk. I don't care. Well, this is the funny thing. I was like, I don't care about these men.
Mm-hmm.
Their
And you need
backstory.
to care about the character.
Yeah, I was like, first off, could care less about what was going on with their backstory. And they get to the zone because I was like, they're like going to the zone. I was like, oh, cool, it's gonna be crazy. And we get there, and I was like,
That's it.
oh, yeah, I was like, oh. And then the movie ended, and I was like, oh. I might have fallen asleep at the end a little bit. I don't even remember. Sometimes
Mm.
this happens to me when I watch long movies. But
Tell everyone the Rotten
yeah.
Tomatoes score that I shared with you
Ooh,
earlier.
100%.
100%. But that's
Yeah.
okay. That's not
Yeah,
everybody.
I didn't give it a rating on Letterboxd because of I didn't even know what to think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just logged it. I was like a log.
It
Nothing
happened.
else. Yeah. There's some
I
other movies
watched.
too that I thought about for this one that I was like, I also was controversial when after the movie ended, I told my boyfriend, I was like, hated that. And he was like, wow, that was amazing. And I was like, really?
Give me another one.
I don't even remember the full name. Is it Picnic from Hanging Rock?
Picnic at Hanging Rock.
Picnic.
Yeah.
Did not like it. Was also boring for me. I
You're
was
like,
like,
what are these girls doing?
yeah, I was like, you know what? I can get down with girls having a little tea time, hanging out, weird things happening. But it was a thing where, like, again, nothing was happening. They're just like, oh, the girls are gone. They're just like laying, just looking around, and I was like, please, can something else happen?
And then they try to tell us it's a true story.
Yeah, and I was just like,
People have gone missing up there. I'm just
I'm
saying.
sure they have.
But
I'm sure it's weird.
I'm sure it was more exciting.
Yeah.
I just felt milkshake on my keyboard.
Oh no.
Neither here nor there, but it was in my function keys. It's okay.
Oh no.
While we're worrying about that, let's go to the next one. Flip that. Name a critically hated movie, as a horror fan you have a lot, that you love.
Man, I didn't even put any horror for this,
What
actually.
did you put?
I was trying to find, like, a big hated movie
Mm-hmm.
or one that, like, I don't know. I had a hard time with this one. So I wrote down a few because I just wasn't sure.
Okay.
Some of these I was like, is this even critically hated? I don't know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, the one I saw the most was National Treasure.
I know somebody who loves that movie.
Okay, I love National Treasure.
47%.
Yeah, see, that's why I was like, should I go lower than that?
And the sequel is 35%.
Okay, I love National Treasure too as well.
Yeah. I think they
But
kind of go
also,
hand in hand.
yes, but these came out when I was young. So I loved watching these when I was little. Like, I was like, when I went to where I think it's in Washington, D.C. When I went to Washington, D.C., I was like, oh my gosh, guys, National Treasure. I was like, did you guys know
Somebody's gonna
that?
try to steal it.
Yeah, I was like, did you guys know that that Declaration of Independence, that they take it down and it's like locked away and they have all these lasers and stuff? And they're like, I don't think that's true. And I was like, I don't care. It was true to me. It was real to me. So that was the one I put because I was like, I love that movie. I love I love the little scavenger hunt adventure with
Mm-hmm.
Nicolas Cage.
I think some people just like to hate on Nicolas Cage movies.
I think so too. And you
Yeah.
know what? I liked him in every single movie I've seen him in.
There you go. There you go. You are very much like my friend Susan. She has a channel called Movies and Sue. Big Scream fan, big Nicolas Cage fan. Hasn't seen a Nicolas Cage movie she didn't like. Now, if you say you also love Sam Rockwell, you are related. You are
I
related.
do like Sam Rockwell. Well, there are a couple of Nicolas Cage movies I could go without.
Well, we always say you never want him to go full Nick Cage because
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. There are some movies I want to watch that I haven't seen. But yeah, some of them, I don't know.
Ooh, The
The weird
Surfer
ones
did
I
not
like,
play well at Panic Fest last year. Like,
really.
you know what
I haven't
happens?
seen it.
And in the movie, everyone claps. Even as they're getting up, no one clapped.
Oh
Not a
no.
single person,
Oh
in-
no.
including me. I was like,
Yeah, I skipped that one.
yeah,
Yeah, I heard
didn't
it
work for
wasn't
me.
very good, so I was like,
Didn't
that's
work for
okay.
me. But if you don't follow her, definitely check her out. Movies
Okay,
and Sue.
I will.
She,
Movies and Sue?
yeah, she posts every day. So,
Write it
yeah,
down.
good stuff. Good stuff. Um, well, I want to thank you for coming on.
Yes, thank you
I
for having me.
yes, I like your content. I like following you. Definitely check Becca out on Instagram and TikTok. Apparently, Instagram is popping off a lot more than TikTok. So
Yeah.
if you have an Instagram account, definitely follow her there. You ever
Yeah.
think
I
about
post the same content on both though, so.
you ever think about expanding and throwing up YouTube Shorts?
Um, I really haven't. I don't know. I'm not a YouTube Shorts person,
Mm-hmm.
so I haven't thought about that, but I should.
If you ever need some help, let me know. I mean, you're already making a content. It's just a matter of
Right?
TikTok over here, Instagram Reels over here.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts over there.
Yeah, and I just like reusing it because it's so easy, and I'm like, I don't want to make different content for Instagram.
No, no,
So
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no.
I'll just
Don't
do the
don't
same.
even. um, My friend Jake does the same thing. He's another one. He posts every day, and it's the same
Yeah.
content on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, even Facebook. And the whole thing
Yeah.
is that's how you get people if you're into like the whole followers thing or whatever. But
Yeah.
you definitely have the content that's frequent, so you could definitely get it out
Yeah.
there and get some followers up and
I should definitely look
monetization.
into YouTube Shorts.
Anything to get some money for movies, definitely look into
Right.
it. So, with that, we're going to land the plane with question 5. Now that you've been on it, who would you like to see me have a conversation with on this channel?
Okay, I put Liz Nelson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. She does the pop culture bingo at Rewind for Screenland.
I've never been.
Okay,
I've never
it's really
been.
fun, but she does that. It's like every other week. I know her because she was my coworker's friend. And
Uh-huh.
then actually at Panic Fest this year, I went up and talked to her because I gone a couple times. I didn't really know her too well, so I talked to her there. So we don't talk a whole lot, but like we'll send each other reels on Instagram sometimes about
Yeah.
movies, and that's fun. But I know that she does a podcast and she makes like the videos for Screenland, like they've been doing the ones where they do the movies chant. That was her.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think that should be fun.
Huh. I'll
She
look
likes a lot
into
of
it.
like very. She has like a really big VHS collection.
Okay.
It's really cool.
I like the VHS people. I
Yeah.
was one of them. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it. But in the meanwhile, I'd love to thank you for coming on the conversation. I hope you had fun.
He did.
Awesome. Once again, please go ahead and check out Becca, Becca Movies with a Z at the end on Instagram and also on TikTok, whichever flavor works for you. I'm an Instagram person, so that's where you will find me. And let's see what's coming up. I don't even know what's coming up on my own channel. Let's see. Looking at the schedule. Next Monday, I'm going to be on the Chasing Labels channel. We're doing a live stream there. And I believe after that, I'm also going to be on Really Old Movies. We're continuing our Hitchcock series. And then in a couple of weeks, we're going to have Jamie Hart on. So definitely continue to support, like, comment, all that good stuff. As I said before, follow Becca, give her a sub on either platform. And we will catch you next time on the conversation. For now, go watch a movie. Go watch Becca's content. It's good stuff.